Okay, welcome to my channel. Welcome everyone, welcome one and all. I'm gonna cleanse the energy and we're gonna enter in. My name is Esoteric Ebony. I am an intuitive tarot reader. I've been reading for the past 6 years, but I just have to go with the energy that's there with me, and I gotta get tapped in so that I can give you guys the highest and most divine messages. To cleanse the energy, I'm gonna start by using Florida water. This helps remove all spirits and impurities. And we're just gonna, I guess I tapped a bowl while I did that. Okay. So then we're going to use the sound bowl. And this is 545 gigahertz, aligned with the heart chakra. Got my mallet. So just a warning, maybe turn your volume down. There's going to be some loud sounds. Protect your eardrums, and just tune in. I think we are in a good space now. And I have many decks here. So I'm going to begin with the crystals. And the way we're going to do this today, the crystals are going to be your choice cards. So you're going to choose the crystal that speaks to you, and the pile that speaks to you. And when I get to that pile, we will pull from the decks and take the jumpers so that we get the most authentic, clear messages. Okay, we'll be here. We'll be here. Here we go. Okay. So So we're going to do 3 separate readings. Each reading is going to correspond with one of these crystal cards. I'm not going to read the card just yet. I'm just going to give you an opportunity to take a look at it. Choose whichever one stands out to you. And then we will go ahead and dive into the messages. Starting out with the first card out. I'm going to save that one for last, and we're going to pull a Celtic Cross spread. Right now I'm feeling like the Tarot de Marseille. So I'm going to go ahead and pull a Celtic Cross spread with these. And then I'll pull clarifiers with the Modern Witch Tarot. These are 2 stark opposites, which I think are perfect for this reading. You've got the historical tarot, and then you've got the modern tarot. And I think we'll look at what is hidden in the old messages, and we'll look at what is hidden in plain sight with the new messages. Okay, I'm gonna just give this a shuffle. Celtic Cross spread for our family of pile 1, crystal 1. Okay, main energy, blockage. My dog really wants to participate in this person's reading, so whoever this is, you guys, you may have a strong animal spirit that is coming in your life. Maybe you just got a new pet. Maybe you have a curious little fellow like I have. And, you know, all right. So, and we have the world, the moment. Okay. So, in the main energy, we have the 2 of Wands. Now, the 2 of Wands is about anticipating a change, anticipating a partnership, anticipating moments that are coming into your life to fulfill your dreams. And right across it, we have the star. Now, the star just emphasizes to me this anticipation of the dream fulfilled. And it seems that because of the alignment of these cards, that the dream feels like the blockage. Like when you're moving toward the dream, you're met with the Tower, and you've been waiting and waiting for the moment that really fills your heart, and helps you realize this dream of absolute love. You know, this Ace of Cups here is really about the kingdom come. It's really about having the emotion and experience of being abundantly overjoyed, abundantly embracing everything that is right in front of you in that moment, that realization that things that you've toiled after or hoped for are in fact tangible and in your face, and overflowing with love. You know, in the traditional Marseille, you see the cup overflows under the weight of the castle. And, you know, the castle is like floating on it. It's not a system where the cup is being poured out of, like in other decks where, you know, the sun or the natural universe love is pouring into the cup and the cup is being poured out. This cup, the universe love, is lifting the dream, is floating the dream forward. And you have a sense that this dream that you've sowed seeds for, that you've poured over, that you've meditated on, is in fact coming. Otherwise, you wouldn't be waiting at the crossroad here for this change. But you have a sense that this waiting is not in vain. And if you see, we go into your conclusion to the Three of Swords, you know, and these cards, their striking similarity is to be mentioned. And then you also have the World. So it just tells me that you've been waiting and wanting to make moves, make decisions, make changes for yourself that are going to help you take on the challenges of the world and really start on a new path. It's giving newness. We go from the 2 to the 3 to the World, which is 21, which is also a 3. So, I mean, it's very apparent in the numerology, in the symbolism, that you are in divine alignment, and you can sense that although these things have been tumultuous for you, and that although the dream has been something that requires a lot of fortitude and waiting and patience, you still see that the full cycle is coming to a close. Then here in your past energy, you have the Knight of, actually, I think this is the Page of Wands. The Bateleur. Some of these cards always get me. Oh, it's the Fool. It's the Fool. Hello. I mean, that just brings it home for me too, is that you've really been embarking on a new journey. It's something that you're really in love with, and you know that it's going to create the change that you need in your life, but you've had to fight for it. Now, the Tower up at the overall general energy is in reverse. Now, people will tell you that the Tower in reverse is a great card to see. However, I always take the idea that the Tower, the Sun, the World, all of these cards, when they're major arcana like this, Arsana, they mean the same, upright or reverse. So there's change. There's the Tower of Babel. And the Tower of Babel, it is symbolic of every effort of humans to build their empires, to build their connecting bridge to the divine, and to staple their power on this universe, and to show themselves, humans, that we can work together and achieve and build and conquer. However, it's natural human nature, such as the World. It is natural human nature that when we work together, we also quarrel. When we have benefit, we also have demise. When we have joy, we also have pain. When we have friendship, we also have envy and jealousy. So as you work toward building up what you know you're intended to build up, you still have to anticipate that there will be some negative response in the atmosphere for you to be set back on this path, along this path. Now, set back does not mean that it's not still your divine path. And so this is an opportunity for you to really take the faith that you have rooted in these first three cards that came out, the faith that's rooted in here, the Star, the Ace of Cups, the Two of Wands, and the Fool, that's just hope. That's just a palpable enough amount of hope that's pulling you out of and overcoming everything that has already taken place and what is continuing to take place. Things that are hidden from you, people who have set out their intention to dismantle your plans, set out their intention to harm you and to make things more difficult for you. And it can be that a lot of these people were relatively close to you, were people that you confided in and that you trusted. But what happens is that the same people who love us also envy. The same people who praise and support also fear. And they is a concept that DJ Khaled teaches us to stay away from. Okay? Stand clear of they. They don't want to see you win. They don't want, and it's so difficult as humans who are communal species for us to realize that just because we love our community, we rely on our community, we cherish our community, does not mean that other people in our community are always going to understand our vibration or the path that we've chosen for our life or the mission that we've been set out on since past lives. People are not always going to understand the impact that they have on you. They're not going to understand the purposes for mutually for all of your interactions. They're just going to take things for face value, and then the face value, they're going to throw it back in your face and say, well, there's all this negativity as well. However, these things happen. These things are the natural course of life. This is the natural course of life. And what you have to be primarily focused on is the Ace of Cups, is the love inside, is the root of it all, the rock that it all stands on. The rock that it all stands on is not a rock at all. It's actually ice, frozen water. So, you have to take this initiative to say that what you love, what you know you are worthy of, is yours to have, is yours to see, is yours to experience. Now we're going to take some clarifiers, and we're just going to clarify the Tower and the Three of Swords, because the world is pretty self-explanatory as far as I can see. Okay. Hierophant, Page of Pentacles in reverse, and Three of Cups. This is just telling me that there's been an experience of trying to work together with people, trying to sow different seeds, trying to gather support, trying to invest and learn. This is a learning energy, but it's been to no avail. Both of these in the reverse just tell me that it hasn't, this Three of Cups turned into a Three of Swords. I use this to clarify the Three of Swords. So it's that these things were not fruitful for you. But the Hierophant up here is like the all-residing power. The Hierophant up here is about the contract still being signed, about the deal still going through, about the way still being made, about, the path still being paved. It's still en route, And, I even get a sense of like the wheel turning here, like with the world. It's that this path is going to be continuous. Although there has been some trial and tribulation, there will be the ultimate realization of this dream if you embark. If you embark on this and you just keep going as things change. Things might not go according to plan. Pentacles are about plans, are about money, are about stability, are about, work. So, this is about having a plan and trying to engage a certain community in order to activate that plan. And it just kind of ending in dispute, being fruitless. And the Hierophant is here to let you know that this journey is not done. This journey is not done. So I'm just gonna get one clarifier for the Hierophant. One clarifier for the Hierophant, please. Clarifier for the Hierophant. Jesus. The Four of Wands. Success. I mean, I just can't put it any more plainly. What you're after is yours. And people think that you have to work hard for things. That's not true. You don't have to work hard for things. Things come easily to you. Oh, there's the affirmation. Oh my God. The motorcycle just rode by. Just showing that we can speed toward exactly what we want. It can come just as quickly as we'd like, but there is positive and negative energy. So you build, must it be destroyed? It's a cycle. Okay, so you build, must it be destroyed, then you rebuild. Things are cyclical, but the pillars are firm. There's love. It's floating. Okay? The pillars of the castle will still be built, and this can be regarding love, this can be regarding career, this can be regarding moving, life path, new city, new home. I feel like it's an all-encompassing energy. This doesn't feel targeted to any one specific energy. It feels like the whole package. It feels like the whole garden, the whole love, the whole community, the whole new town. It's the pillars have already been built. Although there has been destruction in the middle, there still will be success, victory. Okay, Jet. So this is what drew you here in the first place, and it says, what is earthy and grounding? This true black mineraloid variety of coal is an ancient fossilized driftwood. Who needs it? Empaths and witchy types. Where to put it? To clear a physical space or your body of uninvited vibes. Swipe Jet over the affected area and tell toxic energy, spirits, and tensions to peace out. When to use it? When asking for guidance from elsewhere, think seance, guided meditation, hardcore tarot session. Jet can take the edge off high vibe stones like moldavite and serpentine, and is a wise old friend to bring as your +1 wherever your triggers are sure to be on the guest list. Claim your space. This is perfect. We're going to use this card to transmute these energies here. Transmute these energies that did not want to collaborate with you, did not want to help sow into your dreams, wanted to see you suffer and crumble, but you are protected. There's transmutation, okay? We're transmuting this completely because your path is still yours. It's still yours. Okay? There's still going to be the truth spoken, this ultimate decision made, the contract signed. Okay? The wedding vows vowed. This is like people who wanted to speak now and not forever hold their peace. But she's telling you on the inside that there is nothing they can do to stop this manifestation, to stop this destined plan. Okay? And thank you so much. This was your reading, Pile 1, Jet. I wish you all wisdom and joy. I'm going to give one card from the Shamanic Healing deck just to close us out and also give you some additional tips for managing this path forward, because you're still on the path to follow your dreams. You're starting out anew, you're learning, and it can be difficult while learning when you're set back before you really get far. And with that Page of Pentacles in reverse, it's feeling as though you've been set back before you really could grasp what you were looking for. Here we go, we've got joy, number 42, which breaks down to a 6. Those are divinely balanced numbers. Divinely balanced numbers 4 and 6. So we are embracing the joy in the moment. We're embracing the joy that is all around us, because one thing that these energies cannot take from you is joy. Joy is intrinsic. You decide what there is to be joyous about. That can be the skin you're in, that can be the sky above your head, that can be your pets, your family, your loved ones. Just spend your energy there. Spend your energy in the space of joy and retrieve your energy from the space of conflict and hateration. All right. Joy reads, we are created in joy. The balance of energy and higher vibrations bring us closer to divine love, pure joy. Joy can be a destination, but it can also be the vehicle that you use to get to that destination. Faith, grace, gratitude, and love all merge together at different times in different amounts to create joy. There is love, growth, tears, change, and self-realization in this card. This pertains a happy and joyous time. And that's the truth of the matter. Things are going your way. Things are coming into fruition. Your life is lining up in a way that is going to make people sick. And you know what? You have that opportunity to go right online and get that little sound from Instagram or TikTok. Prepare to be sick of me. Prepare to be sick of me, because they're going to be sick of you. They're already sick of you, and that's okay. I'm going to tell you boldly and with my chest to give them hell. Give them hell, because your path is your path, and you're on it, and you don't need the assurance of others in order to be divinely guided, okay? Your divine guidance system is intact. Believe it the first time. When people show you who they are, believe them the first time, right? We always say that. Well, when time comes, believe yourself. I'm going to call this a smoke break intermission. This is for all my cannabis heads out there. Highly encourage you to participate. Grab a blunt if you haven't already, and let's get into it. So today our discussion is going to be about I don't even know. I was trying to come up with something in my head, but you know, I don't know. Whatever comes to mind, really. I'm just gonna let spirit kind of speak. I'm excited about starting this YouTube channel. I think I have a lot of things I've read, a lot of information I've gathered, a lot of people I've impacted already, and I've been encouraged by the divine spirit as well as by my community to take this path to encourage others with the knowledge that I have. I'm a forever student. I'm a student of life. I think that we all have divine purpose, and that divine purpose is entangled with our past life decisions. I've been reading a lot about past lives and about ancient cultures, some of the first people, some of the commonalities around the world, commonalities amongst the things that we find in their spiritual practices, in their governing practices. A little bowl. I highly recommend smoking out of glass pipes if you guys are cannabis enthusiasts. It's really beneficial. It's way better for you than smoking papers or tobacco, but you know, to each his own. I mean, cannabis use is really best if you don't smoke it at all, if you use a balm or butter or an edible. I would encourage you to grow your own cannabis, make your own butter, and cook your own products. Mass-produced cannabis is grown with a lot of fertilizers and a lot of products and chemicals. No. Sit. My dog is really, really playful. He's a puppy. He's only 4 months old, so, you know, he just doesn't really understand how loud he is sometimes. He wants to play, but Mom is busy. Mom is busy, so we don't get to play right now. And, but he's a great friend to me and a great puppy son. He listens pretty well when he wants to. His breed is known for not really being great at training. They kind of do what they want. They like to work. Their working dogs is kind of instinctual, but they're not particularly keen to being told what to do. For those of you who are really into puppies and dogs, he's a Italian Mastiff or Cane Corso. His name is Banks Ogunziba, and you can follow him on Instagram at Ogunziba. Yeah, he's a great puppy. Caring for a puppy child has taught me also a lot about caring for myself. Like, I noticed that I don't go out of my way to like check on my own vital things. I don't know, like food, grooming, doctor visits, things like that. Like, I do plan them and I make time for them, but I'm not as diligent about it. Whereas with the puppy, it's like, oh my God, he has to be at the vet. He has to take this. He has to do this. He has to, like, he has to go out 3 times a day. Like, he has to make sure he gets a walk. He has to get trained. Like, I'm so meticulous and attentive when it comes to caring for him. And I realized that, like, I could be that way more when it comes to myself as well, because I think I neglect myself at times. To prioritize other people or friends of mine, not out of guilt or anything negative, just because I love them and I want to help them and I know I've got time, but the consequence of that is that things get pushed to the back burner that are important for my own self-care. And self-care isn't always just going to get your nails done or doing your hair. Sometimes it's, going to the dentist or getting a biopsy or taking care of your health, seeing a therapist, making sure you have these sorts of things consistently in place for yourself too. He wants to smoke the weed. He's like, let me hit the blunt. It smells good over here. So my tarot table setup is very new. I really didn't have this capability to do it digitally before. This table provides the perfect amount of space. My desk is over here, my computer's here. It's just all kind of convenient now that I have moved. I moved in March. It's now June. So March, April, May, June. 3 months. 3 months of getting the house together, trying to get the puppy here, adjust, get furniture, fix up my room, do a couple of the projects I had planned, just so that I could live comfortably. And now, we can revamp. Now it's time to transition. Now it's time to kind of settle in and get into a flow and get into a routine. And it's summertime, so, asking myself what that looks like, and do I do something different in the summer than the fall, or what do I plan? How do I see this year going? I'm in such a pivotal space. But, I think we all share in these kind of cyclical experiences where a lot of people in the collective go through similar feelings at different times and can relate to each other and have empathy for one another because of that, or internal connection, and realizing that we're all one, All right, that was a nice little smoke break. Nice little time with the puppy. Oh, you gotta go potty? Okay, sorry. The whining tells me. All right, we're back. Welcome, pile number 2. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is what drew you here. So we are going to get started, and I'm going to, for this reading, use the Herbal Tarot. The Herbal Tarot by Candace Canton and Michael Tierra. We're just going to pull a count across. I'm going to save this one for last. I apologize, you guys, if you can hear my dog in the back. He's a big puppy. He's only 4 months old, so he tends to make a lot of noise. What? Did you try to or something? No. Leave it alone. My apologies. Okay. I need you to relax. There's a lot of cards. But I feel like these go here, and these go here. Okay. Crowning you, you've got the King of Pentacles in reverse, and in your past energy, you have the Five of Cups in reverse. Now, the center and the blockage is the Three of Pentacles in reverse and the Seven of Cups. So what I'm getting right from this center column is that there's been a lot of options, a lot of energies, a lot of people engaging you, and you may have been at the center of this, making a lot of these decisions on who you were going to be around, what you were going to do, who you were going to associate with, where the money was going to be spent. And you've decided that this chaos, and I'm going to call it chaos because my dog is wilding out right now. And it's chaos. It feels like chaos. It feels like it's stressing you out because you've bore the burden of making all of these decisions and choosing the investment strategy that's been going on. I mean, and this can be even regarding a romantic relationship, but it doesn't feel very romantic. It feels kind of social. It feels like there is passion and love here. That's why you got the 5 to the 7. But the 3 is Pentacles and the King is Pentacles. So there's a lot of planning, and there's a lot of investing. There's a lot of money being spent. There's a lot of emotion only tied to the decisions and the communication and who's involved. But this is a strategic plan. There's something that's been worked on. This has been planned, intended, sown, harvested. Look at, there's rows and rows and rows and rows of columns of plants that this farmer has worked on, and he's combining all the elements necessary in a repeated pattern in order to make sure that there is sustainable growth. Sustainable growth. So, you may be the benefactor of a large company or community. You may have a large voice or input in the area where you are an expert. I mean, it could be your own family. You could be the matriarch. You could be the patriarch. These are not gender specific, but what's being depicted here is that there have been a lot of decisions that need to be made. This is about deciding. This is about knowing which cup to go with, what the outcome will be, following your intuition, but seeing that there are a lot of decisions and options. And this 5 of Cups is in reverse. So, you're releasing the burden of, crying over what could have been done. And you're seeing now that there are so many options, and you're maneuvering your way through these options, and you've decided to really release. This is horsetail. Horsetail. You are releasing that disdain with the outcome, releasing control. It's giving surrender, okay? It's giving, making sure that you put your hands in the air before acting. Then you've got the Knight of Swords and the Seven of Wands. This is 2 sevens. And they are both about defending. There's a lot of militant energy in this. It's giving strategy, forward moving, exercising the plan, understanding the options and obstacles, and defending one's purpose, fighting through till the end, doing the hard work, doing the toil. That's what I'm sensing. I'm sensing that, a lot of these things have been troublesome for you, and they've been, and I'm also getting another message that this Knight of Swords is another energy that has kind of stepped all in the work that you've done, that's kind of walked all through the path that you have been meticulously paving out. And you feel like you've got to stand your ground. You feel like you've got to stop this intruder from invading. And you know that you can't focus on what's been spilled. You've got to focus on the strategy ahead. How will you implement this strategy? These 2 sevens are about completion, are about the world being completed and resting on the 7th day. And you keep that sense of balance and knowing how to play chess, not checkers, right? It's a lot of like, once all the pieces are in place, you sit back and you analyze. You analyze, but you don't dwell on the creations that were not. Don't dwell on what hasn't come to harvest, because this 3 of Pentacles is in reverse. Something's not come to harvest. The King of Pentacles is in reverse. You're exhausted. You're exhausted. This 5 of Cups is only in reverse because you've tired. You've tired of the journey, and you feel like you're under attack. You've tired of the journey and you feel like you're under attack, but the plan is in place. And now you feel like you've got to defend what you've already established, and you're assessing your hand. You're assessing your hand. You're in a position of assessing your hand. Okay? Now we're going to take some clarifiers. Now, I don't know who I want to use to clarify. The traditional Rider-Waite. The traditional Rider-Waite. I might take some cards out of this modern wit, but the traditional Rider-Waite is so clear and decisive. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about this Knight of Swords, because it feels like an external energy, but energies are reflective. So you get yourself. So you may be sabotaging, or you may be realizing that you have caused some of the demise here, and now you've got to assess your situation and defend what you know is right. What flipped upright is the 3 of Swords, and this person has broken your heart. This person has broken your heart. Are we seeing this, people? People, are we seeing this scene play out here? This person has broken your heart. What? They've stepped in your garden. They've messed up the perfect alignment of your plant to soil ratio. And now you have all of the tools in your shed to defend against this so long as you don't dwell on how you got here in the first place, okay? Okay, yeah, we're seeing that very clearly. Don't dwell on what they've done. Just assess your options. We're about to get into the Seven of Cups, so I'm going to flip over these two for the Knight of Swords. Queen of Swords, Nine of Swords in reverse. Wow, this is very much a third party. This looks like her minion. Her minion. She looks like she sent him. He's coming with this baggage to step all in the garden. And you are saying, I have a wealth of knowledge to overcome this that I already had to overcome myself. You are not about to maneuver through this maze easily, sir. This maze is made to defend against this. You've already soiled my hard work. My hard work has already been soiled. So now there's a maze in your path. There's a maze in your path. Don't come over here. She said, don't come over here. And I'm about to say the same words to my puppy son because he's running amok. He's running amok. We know this story. We know this story. Let's clarify further. You know what? Now we're going to clarify with the Seven of Wands with this deck here because you know what? She wanted to talk, but I wasn't sure what she wanted to talk about. My first mind was saying traditional, but now we see that the future is the female. This is the feminine energy here. And these double sevens are saying she's moving forward. She's moving that away. What Beyonce say? To the left, to the left. Her. Three of Wands. She's looking to the future. She's looking to the future and to God. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that you know that your path is this way. That you know your path is this way. There's all wands on this side and all swords on this side. You're following your passion elsewhere. Elsewhere. And you know, there's more to be seen. There's more to be seen. There's two ships out there in her distant view. In her distant view, she sees two ships already. Which one will she go for? Maybe she'll wait for the third. Come on now, three wands. Three, the divine alignment of heaven and earth. The divine alignment of the Holy Trinity. Okay, she sees that all they need is her and all she needs is them. And that's to get up out of here. This farm has already been soiled. This ground I'm standing on is tired. This ground I'm standing on is tired. We gotta go over there. This has been soiled. I've laid the maze. I've laid the maze so that there will be no intruders. There will be no intruders. Wild ginger. A probiotic. A cure-all. A high vibrational alkaline food. Holy wild ginger. Cleanse the toxins from the body, okay? The ginger is a transmutation tool. The ginger says, go forward, girl, and don't turn back. Don't worry, I'm manning this area. Five of Wands. She's going to stand and fight. Look. She's going to stand and fight and make sure it never comes this way. It's never even going to reach you. You are going to see your destiny come to fruition. You've got to rebuild and refine and find a new path. And they're back there fighting, but the maze is set. There will be no victory here. There will be no victory. Look at these fives and seven and seven. Come on, quit playing with me. I can't make this up. I can't make this up. That Five of Wands stops at your back. because she's standing and fighting the Two of Wands. You're busy. Yep. The clock is ticking down. The clock is ticking down. Your ship is about to arrive. You're waiting in the terminal, patiently on the Lord. I know that's right. Oh my goodness. It's giving waiting in the terminal, patiently on the Lord. And they said boarding round 1, boarding round 2. You've been waiting a long time. You've been waiting a long time, and you know this is going on in the background. You can hear it. You can hear it, but you are not paying any attention to it, honey. You're waiting for your layover. You're waiting for the layover. Baby girl is waiting for the layover. Where we going? The toxic King of Swords in reverse. He's coming, ladies. Gentlemen, if this is a gentleman watching this reading, I'm going to say they're coming. And it might come from up inside of you. It might come from up inside of you. Ladies, it might come from up inside of you. Energy is reflective, honey. What they're doing, you're doing, okay? This is unavoidable. That toxic bond is coming back to say what they gotta say. That toxic bond is about to slap you in the face while you're waiting for your bus, okay? But you're prepared. You don't want nothing to do. They have nothing new to say. They have nothing new to say. And if this is not regarding a relationship, I'm telling you that this is about work experiences and toxic experiences in general of past times influencing where you're going in the present. Do not repeat the cycle. You must break the cycle or the pattern will repeat itself. You must break the cycle or the pattern will repeat itself. You must break the cycle or the pattern will repeat itself. You must break the cycle or the pattern will repeat itself. This has happened to you before. This has happened to you before. You've laid the boundaries. You've assessed the options. You said, I've got to get out of here. 7 of Wands. God, hold it down. Defend the Garden of Eden. Don't let anyone leave. Let no one leave. I'm going to wait over here at the terminal. And what's going to happen is it's going to come up in you. In you. There's a discussion you need to have with yourself. And yes, I just got up and I almost had to give my dog a beating because he was chewing on my rug, on which he knows very much not to chew. He knows very clearly not to chew on it, and he chose. And now he's in his room. Do you want to go back to your room? Do you want to go back to your room? No, I'm talking to y'all. You know what you're not supposed to do. You know what's been done. You know what your options are. You know there is better in or out. Yet You hear the call. You hear the call. What do we say to the call? What happens when somebody finally shows up and says, hey you, I got the dream job you want, and all you can think about is all the turmoil you've experienced at your last job? What happens when they finally pull up and say, hey girl, we going on vacation, that place you always wanted to go? And all you can think about is the last time you went on vacation, how everybody was messed up and everything went haywire and you just can never go there again, and you just, and there is nothing new out there, and you've got the monologue on, honey. You've got the monologue on about everything you've seen already in the past, and you need to have a conversation with yourself about where you're going before you get on that boat, before you end up back at the same port. Okay? Four of Cups in reverse, the Hermit in reverse, and who else? The Two of Wands in reverse. Wow. This person who was not giving to you, or this experience that was not fulfilling to you, has decided to rear its head. It's done hiding and it's done waiting. It's done hiding and it's done waiting. You may be finally talking yourself out of sitting in a space and waiting for change. And now you're going to let go of these toxic thoughts you tell yourself about what you're incapable of doing, what you can't do, who said you can't do it, why they said you can't do it, who doesn't help you, what they did and who said what. You're letting it go. You're coming out of the cave. And you're saying, I'm not waiting anymore. And this is also your negative thoughts not waiting anymore. To attack, to come with the words, to destroy your dreams. So is built, so must be destroyed. So is built, so must be destroyed. So if you've been suppressing these negative thoughts, telling yourself, oh, everything's going to be great, we can do this, and you've been staying in your high vibration, and you've been trying not to think about this, and you've been letting this Seven of Swords girl hold the fort down in the back while you just suspend yourself in proverbial midair, proverbial mid-universe, these thoughts are coming to the surface. Remember how they treated you? Remember how you couldn't come out? Remember all the waiting you had to do? Remember how toxic it was? These thoughts are going to come up, and you've got to stay focused. Focused elsewhere. Focused elsewhere. Focused elsewhere. Look toward the rock. Look toward the rock. Please. Follow the North Star. Hold the vision is what I'm hearing. Hold the vision. Hold the vision, because seriously, if you don't hold the vision, they will take it from you. And you will end up right back at the same port. Hold the vision. The vision is the Two of Cups. The vision is the Two of Cups. Divine counterpart, divine partnership, divine alignment. One with oneself. Strength in reverse. You're not feeling strong, baby girl. Queen of Pentacles. Don't give up on love. Just when you give up on love, Just when you give up on love and focus on your career, you're really stuck on how things didn't work out in the past. You're really, really stuck on how things didn't work out in the past, and you are going to focus too hard on money, and then the money is just going to remind you how things didn't work out in the past. You've got to be strong. You've got to be strong. You have got to be strong, honey. The Two of Cups is en route. The money is en route. Queen of Pentacles is the queen all by herself. She has to get out of this mental prison herself. And I'm seeing this coming out. I'm seeing this over because you're not relying on others. You're not relying on others. You've seen how that has already affected you when you tried to be King of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. Now you're Queen of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles again. It's just a repeat. You're not relying on people. You're not. These are just, repeat. The Two of Cups. You've got to be strong. You feel worn out. You feel worn out from waiting. You know these intrusive thoughts are starting to come, but you've got to be strong. The intrusive thoughts will come. My dog is panting, fighting in his sleep. Oh, some of you are fighting in your sleep. Some of you are defending your dream space. Trying to hold off this internal attack of a barrage of negative experiences and thoughts, some of which came from your own mind and some of which came from others. What other people do and what you say. Your words have power against you. Maintain your strength because the Two of Cups is your wish and you get what you wish for. Okay? Let's see what this crystal that brought you here has to say. Ametrin. A balanced blend of amethyst and citron. This oh so ombre stone is heady purple and fiery gold in one powerful package. Its energy is ideal for sifting through mental chatter to unearth pure inspo and act on it. Mental chatter. What did I say? Who needs it? The chronically indecisive Libras. Libra energy, might be dealing with a Libra. Where to put it? Wherever you do your best thinking, i.e. office or the bathtub. This is like keeping the inspiration. I'm feeling that a lot. This lack of strength is about dwelling on what has not worked out. But when you keep the inspiration, it will come to you. Keep forward. Renew your strength. Okay. Where to put it? Wherever you do your best thinking, office or bathtub. When to use it. If a deadline is on the horizon and you need a big idea. If you can't decide on something, swipe left or swipe right. Call on Ametrin. And remember, either way, everything is going to be amazing. Make your big dreams your big life. I'm telling you, some of you guys, this is about career. Your big dreams are coming to fruition, and you cannot talk yourself out of it. You are not allowed to talk yourself out of it. Your job is to say yes. Your job is to say yes. Say it with me, group 2. Yes. Yes, that sounds exciting. Group 2, you guys are Ametrin. It's in you, not on you. I really need you guys to open your heart chakras up. Do some heart chakra alignment. tame your inner animal spirit. The inner mind that wants to jump around and think negative thoughts and stop you from creatively flowing into what could be, tell it to sit. Tell it to go to its room. It knows not to chew on the freaking rug, but it's gonna chew on the rug. And you know what you do? You do like I did. You get up and tell it to go to its room. Get it out of here. All right, you guys. That's all. That's your reading. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number 3. Thank you guys for joining me today. This is for this card here, which I'm going to read last. For those of you who were driven here by this card, I'm just going to go where the Lord leads, or where Spirit leads. And so I think we're going to start with the Tarot de Marseille. What messages do you need to hear? Number 3. Okay. Let's hear 1, 2. Alright, here we go. Some stuff right in here. Zone cards. Crowner's energy. Okay. So, in the center of the reading, we have the star in reverse. And crossing the star, you have the Fool in reverse. So, this is telling me that there may be something that you have been dreaming about, or something you've been hoping for, that you've decided not to take a leap of faith toward. Or maybe you're feeling like you're going to be taking a leap of faith, but you have a delay of some sort, and you'll be waiting. You're waiting, and you've got this 3 of Swords here, which is definitely telling me there was some heartbreak, maybe something painful that you've realized that's made you take a pause on embarking on this new journey. And really going after what you truly desire. Now, in the previous energy, we have the Ace of Cups in reverse, and that only further clarifies how there may have been a third-party love situation, or maybe this could have been like your dream job, something your absolute happily ever after, something that really makes your heart sing. But it's just that there may have been some deception. There may have been some harsh words exchanged. There may have been some things done or said that have occurred that prevent you from really realizing that love and that opportunity to connect and realize your dreams and goals. You're feeling betrayed, like this new adventure you were about to embark on. I mean, you could almost taste it, but it's stalled, it's delayed. Okay, and then crowning the reading, well, we have the 9 of Pentacles. And that just tells me that this has all happened in the past, and this is how you've ended up in this situation. But you are focusing on keeping your garden watered. You're focusing on being full of gratitude for every moment that you have right now, and realizing that everything happens for a reason, and what is to be will be. And before long, you have your throne that you're sitting on. I mean, it's funny because I'm actually seeing this looks like a throne. It looks like a crystal throne. And look at what the Queen of Wands is sitting on. I mean, it almost just looks like you're sitting in a pile of money, just sitting there in your energy. And I didn't even turn this crystal over yet. So, for those of you who are gemologists and can recognize it by face, write it down in the comments what you think it is before I turn it over. But I'm telling you, there's a sense that in the middle of all of this heartbreak and delay, you're still focused on your absolute dream. You know that a new beginning is sure to happen. What rises will fall, and you're not too deterred by the Knight of Wands in reverse. This is someone in a low vibrational energy. This is somebody who, this is giving me this romantic gesture concept again, because I'm feeling like this is a romantic partner. I'm feeling like this is someone that you've dealt with. Maybe they cheated on you. Maybe they had another party, a third party situation. Maybe they, really betrayed you, and they've only want to lead with romance. It's sexual energy, sexual attention, chemistry. They want to lead the path with that, and you are just not there. You're not focused on that. I mean, look at this Queen of Wands. She's just, and she's a Queen of Cups. I'm sorry. The Queen of Cups is focused on love. She's focused on love. Her cup is full. She's just concerned about, wow, look at all the damage you have created. I mean, look at you. You've burned this whole city down. And luckily, I've maintained my throne. My throne room is protected. My vault is protected. But you've really destroyed half the kingdom and my heart on your way in here. And, we're going to see what is in these energies that she's, resting on and moving toward. Oh, the Tower in reverse and the Five of Cups in reverse. Yeah, she's not over this mess he made. I mean, quite clearly, this Tower in reverse is saying that this all happened in the past. This is something that she saw occur. This sadness is what she's left with. It's been hanging over her head. This is a Queen of Cups. She's watched this Knight of Wands in reverse just come in and make a mess of the beautiful lake where she was sowing her flowers and drinking her dreams, and the place where she was filling her cup and indulging in everything she loves, and the tables, her workshop where she created new creations to feed her creative mind and the fire within her. And then in comes this torchbearer to burn it all down, to just burn it all down. I mean, to just really try to bring the downfall of the kingdom. But all in all, she's maintained her position. She did not lose the battle to this, little nuisance here. It wasn't a full army invasion that took down the kingdom. Of course not. She's prepared. She leads with love. Her loyal subjects made sure to protect everything that was rightfully hers. But now here he comes back, and she's not over. She's still got this Five of Cups lingering over her head. Now it's in the reverse, so, it may be that you've forgiven this person. It may be that you've come out of this experience and you have all of these things behind you, and you've already known that this is sort of going to rear its head again, whether it's in the onset of a new relationship where you're still looming over these things, or whether it's in the new endeavor to protect your finances, the new endeavor to redirect your energy away from all this sadness and chaos to the things that you know make you happy and fulfilled and stable. Now, I'm going to get some clarifiers here. I think we're going to use the traditional Rider-Waite, and we're going to talk a little bit more about this Knight of Wands in reverse and understand a little bit why they're here. Is this just a memory flashback she's looking at, or is this some place we're headed now? And does this have to do with relationships only, or is this about a job? Is this about a career, about a family member? What is the message? What is the highest message? The Moon in reverse. This is a person who has a lot of secrets. This is a person that there are things that are unclear. Eight of Cups. So you've walked away from this person before because, Four of Cups in reverse, and you were just not accepting what they had to offer. You were not accepting how they come to you in this fiery energy. This could be a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, but this could be someone who's just very passionate, who's not giving you the new beginning, who's not giving you the real valuable thing. They just keep coming as the Knight of Wands, and you're not interested. You're not interested. These are you not accepting these things. Now, the Four of Cups, this is in reverse. So maybe you are creating a space for this person to communicate with you. Maybe you're holding a court for this person, and maybe they are walking into your court. Maybe they're coming in and bringing you a low vibrational new beginning. This Ace of Pentacles in the reverse is telling me that there's still some pieces you're not going to know. It's very, very similar to the Moon card right here. I mean, they're both in the reverse. The secrets are not revealed when they come in. And I don't know how you plan to take this. Okay, here we go. Page of Wands. They're coming. They're definitely coming. And they're going to be making you an offer because they're going to be letting go of holding on to these things. Now, they may have been very selfish in the past. They may have not wanted to give you what you were asking for. Or they may have not wanted to share or, really commit to this relationship. But you've got 2 4s here. This 4 is just, and an 8. And then you've got the Ace of Wands, the Moon, and the Page of Wands. I mean, they're coming to tell you that they want to let go and let you in. They want to open up. They want you to accept their cup. They want you to accept their offer. They don't want any of the other options that are available to them. They've been sitting in this energy and they're coming out of it. But they're a page, and the picture is not clear because the Moon is in reverse and the Ace of Pentacles is in reverse. The beginning, the investment is hollow. It's hollow. I feel like I could tap on this Ace of Pentacles. I feel like I could tap on it. It would make a hollow sound. It's so hollow. Whatever they have to say. And you know this. You walked away from them in the past. Let's get some clarification on the 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups, please. They're coming out of this sadness. Again, another 5 of Cups. Okay, so you guys are mirroring each other. There's a lot of similarities. The Hierophant, they may have gone through a divorce. They may have gone through a separation. There may have been the ending of a contract. There may have been some intuitive downloads that were not heeded. You know, there may have been some decisions that were meant to be made that were not made. And it's led to this sadness, but they're coming out of this sadness. They're walking away from that sadness to bring this Eight of Wands forward. To bring this this wand forward and bring this offer to you, the Queen of Cups. Now, you might have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio in your chart, or you may be just embodying someone who is loving, who is caring, but you know, you're still dwelling, you're still coming out of that Five of Cups. Now, this Five of Cups is also in reverse. So I'm feeling like this may have happened a while ago, maybe 5 months ago, maybe 5 years ago. Maybe this person just never really said what needed to be said. But you don't forget. You do not forget. But this person has an offer and they're coming swiftly. Let us use the spiritual as fuck deck, because we want to see what the fuck. Excuse me. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to curse on YouTube, but I'm just gonna say this is not for kids. But listen, we want to know what they want. What are they going to say? What's this wand? Because it's something about it is not the truth. Is not solid. It's not solid. It's hollow, and it's not clear. Moon in reverse. Let's clarify the moon in reverse and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. It's about to get real clear. Stop saying yes to shit you hate. So on the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, it says, we say yes to dumbass shit because we want to be cool, to caretake others, and because we think we need a reason to say no. The people we say no to may never understand why we needed to say no in order to be true to ourselves. You don't even have to know why you said yes in the past. Don't get stuck in a process spiral about it. If you're not into it, just stop saying yes and move the fuck on. It sounds like whatever this person has to say, you need to say no. It sounds like when this person comes a knocking, you need to say no, okay? Be yourself even if you're crazy. Stop worrying about normal ass, nothing ass people judging your cool, weird ass. Okay. Yeah. There'll be none of that today. Anytime you feel yourself worrying about any of those asses, remember who you gotta wake up to every morning. You, baby, you. Your job is to make sure you're good on your own terms. Check in with what you really care about and make sure you're living up to that. Not what all those asses out there might be thinking. Wow. You know, maybe these secrets in this beginning, this investment has to do with people's approval of you, or I don't know, maybe someone's opinion of you. Maybe maybe this person doesn't like the things you do, or that, I don't know, something about being yourself. Sometimes people get into relationships where they have to compromise themselves just to make this person happy. And maybe that's how you were in the past. Maybe you really gave this person your love, and maybe they stabbed you in the back. And, you've got to stay true to you. You've got to trust your intuition. This Hierophant is in reverse. Maybe you wasn't trusting your intuition in the past or something. Excuse me, the words can't come out fast enough, honey. Yeah. It just sounds like whatever they have to say, you need to walk away. Okay? You don't forget. You're not forgetting this Five of Cups that they caused in your life, and wise to do so. Don't forget. Stop saying yes to shit you hate. Okay, and card of the day is amber. Of way ancient origin, amber is not a rock but a fossilized tree resin with a sugar-sweet energy telegraphed by its golden honey and maple syrup hues. Amber promotes a feeling of warmth and well-being from first blush, and armchair paleontologists love the dinosaur-era bugs, aka inclusions, sometimes caught inside. Who needs it? Tree people, old souls, anyone gearing up for a long dark winter. Where to put it? Any room you want to convert into a sunroom. When to use it? When you need a metaphysical hug from the universe, call on Amber's cuddly electric blanket vibes and cozy up. Recharge your good vibes. Yeah, you know, this entire reading has been feeling like one big reflection of something that happened a while ago. And this was just the sitting on the throne of you and the Nine of Pentacles, and you, the Queen of Cups. So I really do feel that you've just got to focus on getting some sunlight, enjoy the sun. And I think if this is going to be difficult for you because you really did love this person, if it's going to be difficult when they come bringing you these half-inflated balloons of bullshit. Look at these sad balloons. They got a string and two sad balloons. That's what it looks like. When they bring you these sad balloons, it might be hard for you to say no. It might be hard for you to stop saying yes to shit you hate. It might be hard. So you need to go ahead and get some sunlight. You need to get up outside. You need to get you some amber, okay? Talk to the bugs. Brighten up and focus on yourself and your wealth, because this is an old story. An old story. Oh my gosh. And this card sitting on top here, one last one, y'all. It's 22. Get off your ex's page. Say a prayer and go the fuck to sleep. Wow. I'm just going to leave it right there because, wow. Wow. No, seriously, guys. No, seriously. You're not going to find anything worthwhile snooping around your ex's Insta or Facebook or Snap, whatever the fuck. They're your ex for a reason. Ask yourself what you're looking for from them and see if you can give it to yourself. You almost always can. Say a little prayer for the lumpy, bumpy, broken hearts in the world, especially your own. Double brownie points if you can manage one of your ex's heart too. Okay, time for bed now. Yeah, go to sleep. Go to sleep. You're wealthy, you're healthy, you're rich, you are that bitch. Please do not let a snitch come up in your stitch. Okay, you see what I did there? Got bars. Got bars. Come and play with me. All right, guys. Thank you so much that you're reading. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Esoteric Ebony. I've got farming videos, gardening tips, tarot, and vlogs of me and my dog. So, love you guys. Until next time. Bye. Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Esoteric Ebony, and we are here today in my garden box at our Fulton Street Community Garden, and this is here in Trenton. And I just wanted to prune a few of my lettuce plants and show you guys what I've got going on in the garden now that it's starting to grow tall and strong. I've got my little garden companion, Mr. Banks, here. Say hi, Banksy. And so I'm just gonna do a quick watering, and then I'm gonna get into pruning, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about how to prune your vegetables when you're growing close together, and I'll show you guys a little more of my tomato patches. So let's get started.